Hello dear customers. So today I'm gonna show you how to create a homepage for Foodbook. We're gonna try to recreate the homepage of the demo. I'm gonna access the page now. So it's Foodbook. Now I'm gonna try to be as explicit as possible. We need to make sure we prepare ourselves for the demo. I'm going to close this. So basically the homepage consists of some blocks. For example, this is a slider block. This is a thumbnail block. This is sidebar, a banner element. This is a featured area element. This is a MailChimp plugin that I'm going to show you how to add. It is a sidebar as well. Now we have another block here consisting of thumbnails as well and another sidebar. I'm going to show you how to create this kind of page. So for this, I'm going to need to prepare. I need some pre-made sidebars. I'm going to go to my test website. I'm going to Foodbook options. At the top, and I have add sidebars. Okay, we need to go there. Here you'll see that I have already created them. You can create any number of sidebars you want, so make sure you have at least 2 of those that we're going to need for the home page. So we hit the home sidebar top and bottom. Now I'm going to try to start creating the actual home page. For this, we need to go and create a new page. So we're going to new and page. After doing that, we're going to need to set homepage demo. After this, we need to make sure you click the toggle layout builder. So I'm going to click that, and you're going to see that the editor disappeared, the text editor. We have other options. So we have header and footer options, and we have the custom layout media box. What we need to do now is start creating the actual blocks. We need to add a row. Doesn't matter which one of these buttons you click, so you're gonna add at the top or at the bottom. Let's add a new row. This is a new row of the website. We need to add the columns that we want to use. So let's check the demo. As you can see on the demo, we have a slider. Okay, and the slider is expanded for the whole website width. How do we do that? So now we go to the page, we add a column. This is 12 out of 12. You click on the add element, and we go and search for the recipe slider. This is it. We click on that. And then you can select from which categories do you want your slider to show information from. So I'll just click all. You can remove them after if you don't want it. You can also select how many recipes do you want to be shown in your slider. You have some options for the tilt effect if you want it. If you don't, you can disable this. And the sizes for images. The size that is going to be used for the large screens and for the mobile. I'm going to go back. You can check these options. You can play with them. I'm not going to bother with that now. So I'm going to save. And I'm going to publish my page. Just a second to be published. Once I have that, I'm going to check out the page. So I'm going to go and see what's what. So I have the slider that we just added. Everything works brilliantly. So as you can see, the slider on the demo is expanded to the website, but ours now isn't. How do we expand this? So we go back to the editing page. We need to hit the edit row button right here. After you do that, we need to go scroll down, and you have the expanded row option. You can click this, hit save, and save the layout settings. Once I go and refresh the page, you can see that my slider has expanded to the whole width of the website. Cool, huh? So let's go further. On the demo, we have some spacing and a thumbnails block. How do we add that? It's as simple as the slider. So I need to make sure I add another row, another full width element or a column, and I add the element thumbnail articles. So I'm going to click this. Again, I'm going to need to select which kind of posts do I want to show. We're going to show recipes. And once I click that, as you can see, you can again select the categories you want to show from. So I'm going to click all. I'm not going to bother with that. I'm going to have free because I have free on the demo. And I'm going to go to the styles tab. Like at the top, I need free columns. You can check out the all the other options. I'm just gonna focus on having the demo settings, so I'm gonna keep it very simple. I'm gonna hit save. I'm gonna save the layout settings. Once I go and refresh the page, as you can see, I have the free thumbnails, but I have a problem. There is no spacing between the slider and the thumbnails. How do I add this? So there are two ways of doing this actually. Actually there are more, but I'm going to show you two ways of doing this. One of those is to edit the row settings, and in the styles tab you have the margin button option. I'm going to have it 60 here. If I save that, you're going to see that I have 60 pixels at the bottom. These are the 60 pixels that we added. There is another option that you can use. You can use a spacer element. I'm gonna spacer. So space. I'm gonna have another 60 pixels. I drag and drop here and say save it. You're gonna see we're gonna have 120. So it's your choice which of the options you go with. I just wanted to show you both. I'm going to use the margins. I think that is a better option. I don't know. I'm just okay with that. I'm going to remove this element. I don't need it. So what's there on the demo? So we're going to need a little bit more spacing here, and we have a sidebar element that I told you with the sidebar contains a most popular widget. How do we add that? We're gonna go back, and we need to like divide the website into columns. Like we have these and this element of the banner box. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go to columns. I'm gonna select this column layout. Once I click it, I have the layout that I want. I'm gonna add element, go to sidebar, and I can select the sidebar that I want to show here. What I need, I will use the home sidebar top. I'm gonna save, and as you can see on the demo on the right, we have the banner box element. How to add that? Click add element. I'm gonna write banner. There we go. And I'm gonna choose an image. I'm gonna use the one that I had on the demo, I think. Let me find it. So this is the one. I'm gonna choose it. My sample title here. This is a demo text. I'm not gonna bother with that a lot. This link, text button, URL, and we have the styles tab. So I'm gonna keep them aligned center. The background color. So the background color for this, we need to make sure that we get it a bit lower. This will add an overlay to the banner, so we can make the text to be more visible. I'm gonna set the text color to white, background Button color, I'm gonna make it so a little bit more orange. Text color for button. So this is more or less it. I'm gonna save. Remind that this save is only for the element settings. It will not update the layout settings. We need to make sure we hit this button here. Once you do that, I'm gonna go to the homepage that we created earlier. And there we go. This is the banner element. And as you can see, nothing is shown in the sidebar area. Why is that? Because we didn't add any widgets in it. How to do this? We need to go to Appearance and Widgets. Once we go here, you will see the Home Sidebar Top and Home Sidebar Button. These are the sidebars. We need to add the widgets in them. How to add this? We had the most popular. We have the most popular. You can click on it, select the sidebar we want to add it in, and click Add Widget. I'm going to set most popular. I'm going to have 5 posts. Title below. No, I'm going to have them with title right. I think we need to make sure we select the right post type. I'm going to show by categories and then just select all the categories here. Hit save. Once I've done that, if I go back to the page and I refresh it, there we go. These are our most popular posts. Cool, huh? Now, going further, I only have 3 posts that were added in the last period, so this is why I don't have 5 by default. If your website has more posts, then they will be shown here. So all is good. Now going back to the demo, as you can see, we have another spacing here. We can use the spacing element. I would recommend to create a new column so the spacing is sort of uniform. I'm gonna have spacer, and I'm gonna have 60 pixels as well. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna refresh the page, and you can see we have the additional spacing. Now on the demo, we have a featured area element, and the row has sort of a background image with a title in it. How to add this? I'm going to show you just in a few seconds. I'm going to add a new row, new full column. First of all, I'm going to go and edit this row. So what I need to do, I need to go to the Style tab. I'm going to add some paddings. Let's say 60 and 60. And then I have the background image option. I go hit upload, and then I'm gonna select the background image that I used on the demo. I'm gonna have scroll, and I'm gonna have it repeat. So it is sort of repeated all over the container. So let's see if I hit save. I have the row, I have saved data. If I refresh the page, you can see I have a part of the row with the background that I selected. What I need to do now, let's see on the demo, I need to add this title. How to do that? So I'm gonna go and hit add element. I'll go to title element, click on that. I'm gonna add vegetarian, some subtitle here. I'm gonna add an icon. I'm not gonna search for something specific. Subtitle color, we had it a different color, something like this. Heading type, you can select the heading type you want to use. Subtitle font size, align left. So this is sort of it. When I hit save, I'm gonna add some spacer element, let's say 30 pixels, yes, and then this spacing, and then we have a featured area element, so we need to add that one as well. So featured area, I'm gonna select recipes as well. I'm gonna go for all categories, yes. We can check the other options as well, and I have the style to featured area. I'm gonna save the layout, and let's see where we are now. Ta-da! We have the right layout, but we need to align this center. So we need to go back, edit this element, and in the styles tab, I'm gonna go for line center, save and save. If I refresh the page, I see that it goes to the center. This doesn't have an image because I didn't add one. So if you have posts with images, all will be good. Now, going further, we have another row which has a background and another widget in it. So I'm gonna go to the page, I'm gonna add a new row. Again, I'm gonna go a full row, and I need a sidebar. This is what I'm gonna use. As you can see, I don't have the MailChimp sidebar created. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna hit save. I'm gonna go to the sidebar. I'm gonna add a new sidebar here, so MailChimp. I hit add. When going back and click the edit button, I'm gonna have the option to select it. So we've done this. On the demo, I have this background and some paddings, top and bottom. So I'm gonna go for 60 and 60. I'm gonna go for margin bottom as well. So, and I need the background image. Background image is this one. I'm gonna choose it. I'm gonna go for scroll, no repeat, and I'm gonna go for cover, background size. I'm gonna hit save, save. If I go and refresh this page that we're working on, you can see that it was added to my layout, but I need to add the text. So I need to add a text element. Go back to this page, hit title, okay, title, and then I go back and get this. And we align it, color white, and I need to align it centrally. Yes, save. So title, sidebar element. This is gonna be the MailChimp sidebar. I'm gonna hit save. If I go and refresh the page, there we are. We need to make sure that we have the MailChimp sidebar in here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to widgets. I'm gonna refresh the page because I added the MailChimp sidebar. There it is. And if I go here, let me see if I have the MailChimp sidebar active. No, and I need to activate the plugin actually. So I'm gonna go to plugins and make sure I have the MailChimp for WordPress by Ibericode. So I'm gonna go activate. If I go back and refresh the widgets page with the MailChimp sidebar, I will be able to add my MailChimp signup form. There we go. And I'm gonna add it I'm gonna remove the title because I know I don't need it. We didn't use any on the demo. You can check the MailChimp information on how to work with the plugin on their support forums and documentation. You need to add the API keys, have some form enabled to just make sure it works. I'm gonna add it something so you can see how it looks. Testing, add new form, and I'm gonna save it. And I go back to widgets. Oh, I think I need to make sure this is the form that I have selected. So just a second. Forms. Settings. So this is the actual form. You can, once you set your API keys in here, you can set your form as the one that will be shown on the website. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use the shortcode that they provided. I'm gonna go to the page here. I'm gonna add a shortcode element. There you go. I'm gonna use it here. No, I don't need this. Yes. I'm gonna remove the old sidebar. You can do it both ways. I'm gonna show this one as well. So I have the shortcode. I'm not gonna bother a lot with this because it doesn't really have to be exactly like this. As you can see, we just need to remove the label. I'm gonna go and do it. There we go. And because we have different columns, this is why it is expanded like this. Anyway, you can change the way this looks, the size with the layout builder. Let's go with the elements. Again, we have two blocks. On the left, we have the title with thumbnails, and on the right, we have the sidebar. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna add a row to the bottom. I'm gonna create a new column layout. I'm gonna drag the left one to be the bigger one, or you can just reduce or add in column size, switch this. Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add a title. Sample title with this is testing. I'm gonna hit save. I'm gonna add a spacer. Let's keep it 30, and I'm gonna use the thumbnails. Thumbnails, I'm gonna again select recipes, choose my categories that I want to show from. It's up to you to choose these. I'm gonna select like 6 recipes. In the styles tab, I can select the columns. One thing that I just remembered, on the demo, we have a load more button. I'm gonna show how to add that. In the general tab, just at the bottom, you have the enable pagination. So there you can select the load more button, and we can click save. And if we look on the demo again, we see this is another sidebar. How to add that we already know. So add element, sidebar, I'm gonna go sidebar button, and we saw that this is a fixed one, so I'm gonna hit save. This one follows us where we go, so we need to make sure this is also happening on our. There we go. So we have the title, have like a big spacing here. I can edit this. These are my recipes, the load more button, and because I don't have anything added in the sidebar, it's not showing anything. What we need to do now is go back to the widgets. I'll just add something. So I'm gonna go for, I don't know, most viewed posts. I'm gonna add it for the bottom. Most viewed. I'm gonna go for yes, 4 with 2 columns. Yes, I'm not gonna show comments. I'm gonna go show only recipes. And I'm gonna select the categories that I want to show recipes from. So save. If I go and refresh the page now, there are my most viewed recipes and they are following me. How to use sidebars, widgets. We have some articles on our knowledge base. You can find more information there, like how can you add more widgets, how can edit them, and so on. So this is basically the most important part of creating a homepage or any page with the drag and drop builder that we have. I hope you enjoyed this, and make sure you check our other videos to hear more information about how to use the themes. Goodbye.